Compared to the mayhem of the Kabul airlift by US forces and their allies, this was a sedate journey. A plane carrying some 200 people, landing in the Qatari capital Doha. It carried around 100 Americans, but this was a multinational passenger list.
There's many people from other countries that are with me today, from Europe, Germany, Ukraine, Spain, England, Holland, US, Canada, that they couldn't make it to the last flight, or they were afraid to go to the airport because of the safety. They were in other cities like me.
The Taliban has said that foreigners and others with the correct travel documents can leave. But this has been greeted with skepticism when it comes to Afghan citizens. Qatar and Turkey have intensified efforts in recent days to get Kabul airport up and running again, in particular to enable humanitarian aid operations to resume, which is a prime concern for the United Nations.
Our duty is to extend our solidarity to a people who suffer greatly, where millions risk dying of hunger. We must absolutely respond to these needs. That is why we have launched an appeal and why I am organizing a conference at the ministerial level in Geneva on Monday to mobilize the international community to provide humanitarian aid.
The Taliban is saying they want good relations with the West and for diplomats to return. This is the abandoned British embassy in Kabul, taken over by Taliban personnel.
We welcome them and we want to have normal relations with them. And our senior officials also want this, to repair and build good relations with them again, and for the embassies to reopen.
But restoring diplomatic relations is unlikely to be a speedy process under the current circumstances.
We are, however, increasingly worried by the growing number of incidents of harassment and intimidation against our national staff. The UN cannot conduct its work that is so essential to the Afghan people, if its personnel are subjected to intimidation, fear for their lives, and cannot move freely.
Since the Taliban took control, groups of women have staged rallies in 3 cities, including Herat, Mazar-e-Sharif and Kabul, demanding their rights be protected. Now the interim government says any protest marches need prior permission. There's also an increasing number of reports of attacks on women at protests, as well as journalists who've been badly beaten. Francis Collins, TRT World.